fast, midget. Not so fast.
That's me. You're probably wondering how I got in this position. Kind of a long story, so here's the 30-second version. In 2001, RuneScape was created. Everybody loved it. No stakes, just a fun game. Popularity and people wanted to reign of new updates in the game. Iron Man bosses, monsters, Zezima, RuneScape, and now everyone's expected to pay hundreds of downfall just to RuneScape was designed in the most mundane, don't have normal lives. So here's the TLDR. Progress in old school RuneScape takes forever, especially if you have a job or other responsibilities like a girlfriend, or hobbies like running, or cooking, or basket weaving. And secondly, when I want to play RuneScape, I don't want to chop willows for 3 hours. I want to be raiding and doing fun quests and not doing all those boring AFK grinds that you have to do to progress your account. Then my little pea-sized brain had an epiphany. I have a lot of potential AFK time throughout my day-to-day life that I'm not taking advantage of. I spend a lot of time running, anywhere from 50 to 70 miles a week, depending on what I'm training for. Might sound a little crazy, but honestly, it just feels like another addiction like RuneScape. As much as I would love to play RuneScape while I work, I don't have one of those jobs, but I do commute to the city a couple times a week, which is a lot of free time as well. And lastly, always a few hours a week dedicated to watching some of my girlfriend's favorite shows. This is such a big opportunity, talking about anywhere from 11 to 19 hours on a weekly basis that I could be putting into my RuneScape grind so that I can enjoy the fruits of my labor when I actually want to sit down and play the game. Let's take a minute to talk about goals as I introduce you to my Iron Man. My Iron Man is very much in the middle of mid-game currently. Spent about 36 days in-game getting to 1754 total. Have 290-ish quest points, and not a single elite achievement diary completed. So when I think about where I want to progress this account to eventually, it probably is towards something like elite achievement diaries and a quest cape, but that's a long way from now, and I realize that that's going to include a lot of AFK grinds as well as a lot of grinds that I'm going to have to be playing RuneScape on a keyboard for. So without having specific goals in mind, as I can really flesh that out throughout the series, I want to start with things that are smaller. One of the smaller goals that I'm going to be starting with is getting 76 fletching so that I can make my own magic short bows and actually start killing revenants without getting incredibly frustrated every time a PKer kills me. Actually recently did a crafting grind as well so I can make my own black d'hide as opposed to trying to get lucky through hard clues. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this specific video. Relatively small goal. I think it'll take a few weeks given my ability to play, but again, having those dozen or so hours of AFKing throughout the week while I'm doing things like running or commuting to work or watching TV shows is going to allow me to get to revs that much quicker, so I can actually start doing things that I'm enjoying in the game and really doing things to progress the account. Alright, enough yapping, now to the running and XP gains. I'm going to start this series off with an 8-miler at a cool 705 mile pace. I was able to get 32k woodcutting experience and 13k fletching XP, so off to a great start. This is a great run. Looking into Thursday, decided to rack it up just a little bit, pushing to 9 miles, a little faster, 701 miles, and was able to again get a solid 26k woodcutting, 17k fletching experience. Can already see those totals racking up. Again, it's going to be running no matter what, so these are free gains to me. On Thursday, we slowed things down just a little bit, but Thursday is also exciting because it was a commute day, so that's an hour to the office, an hour back where I'm free to play RuneScape as much as I want. able to notch a significant amount of XP here, 129k woodcutting XP, up to 74k fletching experience in total. Quick little break here, wanted to show you all where I'm actually running. This is a beautiful trail I'm lucky to have near my apartment. If you can tell, there aren't cars nearby. I would hate to get run over by a truck while I'm trying to click on a tree. It'd be one of the most embarrassing deaths in history. So this is where I get my miles in, nice and safe, and just love the outdoors. Into Friday, also a commute day. So again, got the recovery pace in the morning, able to get a decent amount of experience, but the bulk of it coming from that couple hours of commuting well into the 6 digits when we're talking fletching and woodcutting experience. Saturday, booked the pace up a little bit, decided to go sub 7 overall. Ended up watching some TV and doing a little bit of AFKing, so I was also able to add that to our totals for the day, and as you can see, woo, that is up there when it comes to efficient XP gained. Last but not least, our long run on Sunday. I was able to get in a hour and 20-ish minute long run. That's a lot of woodcutting and fletching experience. Was really able to push the pace on this. Actually finished the run with a few miles at 6:30 pace, so felt great on this one. Here's a little bit of what it looked like. This is another trail that I have access to, and again, actually felt a little bit of a drizzle on this run, so ended up really enjoying this one, but was happy to get inside and collect totals for this entire week. So in a week of never actually sitting down to play RuneScape, was able to get 2 fletching levels from 72 to 74, and even 2 woodcutting levels from 80 to 82. Again, this is time I never would have had to play the game, so I see it as incredibly efficient. Sure, you might think, oh, that's just a couple hours of fletching darts or an hour and a half of 1.5 tick woodcutting teaks. First of all, that doesn't sound like fun to me. Second of all, I was already going to be doing these things, and I found it fun to exercise and or commute while doing something that I know is progressing my account. So I see it as effective, had a blast while doing it. I'm pretty confident we'll be able to get to 76 fletching by the end of this week, and we can actually start killing some revenants. That being said, there's also a few other grinds that go hand in hand with that are going to be things that I'm AFKing in the meantime. So this is just the very beginning, but incredibly excited to continue this journey. Might be some streaming here and there on my Twitch channel. Feel free to drop me a follow if you ever want to check out maybe some questing on the weekends or Revenant Slayer, etc. We'd love to have you. Thanks for checking out this video. Ultimate goal is to get you excited about the AFK potentials within RuneScape to give you more time to play the game we all know and love. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.